Hey, it's the Carton Show. Welcome back. That's my guy right there, Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady, who, fingers crossed, will be replacing Greg one of these days soon. That being said, no offense, you know I love you, but you
2024,
you can come on as like a random guest, once a year.
I got a little bit of time, though.
Anyway, Tom Brady has the, what's it called again? Some kind of podcast with Jim Gray.
Let's go.
It's funny. They say it's a podcast with Jim Gray and Larry Fitzgerald, but I've never heard Larry Fitzgerald actually talk.
Not once.
On the podcast, right? That being said, he had Bill Belichick on as a guest, and there was a conversation about their 20 years together in New England and how they were much closer than what a lot of the media think. And it was the media that tried to pull them apart. Here's the rub with it. He's probably right that the media sensed something in between the guys. There's always that old story of who gets credit, who wants credit. It's actually one of the reasons that San Francisco blew up back in the day when Harbaugh was the head coach. Everybody wanted credit for success. My grandfather always told me that success is many fathers, but failure is an orphan, right? And I guess that was the situation in New England. But here's the problem with it. The first chance he had as a free agent to leave, he left. So it added more fuel to the rumor that he wanted out, and he wanted to prove that he was more responsible for the Patriots' success and not Belichick. So when you do make that decision at the end of your career, when the media is now suggesting that there is a rift, you play into that rift by going to Tampa. That's fair.
I mean, that was after 30 years of being there. So he could have played out his contract many years prior to that and decided to leave. He did not. But what he's saying, I 100% agree. Like, the main thing was always the main thing for them. It was championship.
Winning championship.
Period. Super Bowl.
Over and
so
over.
however we get there, however our relationship it needs to be, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, to achieve success, it can't always be that we're holding hands. No, I'm going to throw your hand off me, and we're going to be combative at times.
Yeah.
But as long as we're still moving in the direction of where we want to go, and it allows us to have success, we win.
Look, your biggest arguments are typically with people you love the most.
Absolutely.
And respect the most.
Yes.
And, nobody wants the guy blowing smoke up their rear end all the time, because that's not going to get you better. Like if I just told you great segment, you're the best, great segment. At some point, you're going to be like, he's just saying it to me.
Yep. Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. Now, you might one day have a great segment. And here's my pledge to you. I'm going to tell you when you do.
I appreciate that.
And I hope you do the same for me. Because I haven't heard anyone else tell me that yet. And it's been 5 months. I'm hoping somebody reaches out and goes, you know what? You're doing pretty good. Next year, you're going to be part of our Super Bowl plans. And I'm going to be like, yeah, we made it finally. It's kind of like 80 for Brady, right?
Yeah.
I think it's great. I've seen it 3 times.
I know you're a
It's
big
one of the
fan.
best movies of the last decade
You
for
would
sure.
say that.
But all of a sudden, everybody wants to poo-poo it. Oh, the movie can't be any good. The movie can't be any good. Guess what? 90% approval from audiences who have seen it. And even Rotten Tomatoes, which is the go-to website to judge if a movie's any good. Doesn't mean it's right, because Rotten Tomatoes hates every Adam Sandler movie, and I think every Adam Sandler movie is awesome. That being said,
Not every Adam
Sandler movie.
the only Adam Sandler movie that stunk was Little Nicky. He never should have did it.
Okay, I can name like 5 more.
Never should have did it. Every other Adam Sandler movie belongs in the Smithsonian for high comedy.
It does not.
Oh, yeah, you
It
can't.
does not.
I'm giving you Little Nicky. You want to put Little Nicky over there? That was stupid.
That's fine. It's not the best.
That was stupid.
Now, if you want to put Happy Gilmore in the Smithsonian, I'm listening to you. I'm all ears.
Billy Madison?
Billy Madison has an argument to go in the Smithsonian.
Argument?
There's an argument.
It's the greatest Sandler movie of all
It is, and
time.
Happy Gilmore is, but whatever.
What?
It is. It's not even close. What are you talking about? Anyways, your point.
In any event, that just shows you the power of Brady. 80 for Brady's doing great.
Yes,
I mean, have you seen 80 for
I
Brady?
have not, but now I want to.
I've seen it enough for all of you.
Yeah?
Just trust me on that.
So we don't have to see it.
No reason to go see it.
Okay.
I've seen it 3 times.
How was
It's
Jane Fonda?
fantastic. Jane Fonda?
Yeah.
Let me just say this.
Yes.
Jane Fonda, and politics aside,
Of course.
Politics aside,
Understand.
I would say yes.
I mean, it's an obvious yes.
I would say yes.
It's
And by
Jane
the way,
Fonda.
I'll do you one
the
better.
bell.
Rita Moreno, Yes.
Double yes.
Lily Tomlin?
Seems high maintenance, to be honest. All right, look. From Tom Brady to another quarterback who's about to get paid, that's Danny Jones. There's an erroneous report out there that Danny Jones, Giants quarterback, of course, is asking for $35 to $38 million per year. I can tell you as a fact, I do this in New York, he has never requested $35 to $38 million a year. They have had significant and serious negotiations. Now remember this, you'll hear about guys that are going to resign. You'll even start hearing about terms. Nothing can officially happen until March 15th,
correct,
which is the start of the new NFL business year. That being said, Danny Jones is in the neighborhood of a mid to high $20 million a year contract over the course of anywhere from 4 to 6 years right now, with an option year in there, and the guaranteed money has not yet been agreed on. But he has not asked for it, and to be fair, he cannot command nor demand nearly $40 million a year off of a single good year. Because remember this, while he had a really good year, his best year as a pro, how many touchdown passes did he throw? 15. 15. In a quarterback-driven, offensive-minded league, he threw 15 touchdown passes. That's only 15 more than me. That you don't get $40 million a year on 15 touchdown passes.
Well, you know I'm all in on Danny Jones.
Yes.
If he wants 35, whatever the number is, 35 to 38, give it to him. I think he's worth it. Like, I truly believe.
He's not yet.
Yes, I believe he's worth it. Moving forward, you pair him with Dable. I like the future of Danny Jones.
But here's the deal. You have to. This is
and it's cheap.
It's the business. It's not cheap to give a guy with the 15 touchdown passes nearly $40 million a year.
You're going. Here's
the question. Let me flip the script real quick.
What receivers does he have?
He is not a good receivers at all.
Just checking.
All right. If I told you that Danny Jones got a $200 million contract, would you say, yeah, he's worth that?
I would be like, wow.
Exactly. Because those are the numbers. 5 years, $40 million, it's $200 million.
Yeah.
Now, Kirk Cousins, for example, is at $35 million. Jared Goff's at $33.5. And obviously Dak and Matthew Stafford, I think, did get to 40. I think they're both at $40 million per. Danny Jones had a really good year. They made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. I'm down with all of it, and I'm with you. Danny Jones with Brian Dable has a very bright future. I don't think there's a better situation for him in the NFL.
Agreed.
He's got to stay put because it's good for his career. Brian Dable gets a lot of the responsibility for Josh Allen figuring it out and having great years and ultimately getting 150 guaranteed, right?
Absolutely.
Slow your roll. If he continues on the path he has now started and they get him better weapons, there will always be a chance for him to make buku bucks. But Danny Jones, and I hate saying this because I'm with you, I'm a fan of his. I think he's a very good starting quarterback now who also stayed healthy this year. But he is not a $35 to $40 million quarterback. He's just not.
So just to double back on that, so like for me, where he is in his position, you don't have to pay him that. And you said he's not demanding that, which I agree. I believe you as a
That I know is a fact. He's not.
Danny Jones would take, I wouldn't say anything, but he's going to take whatever you pretty much offer him as long as it's fair.
And I think it's going to be this. It's going to be a 4-year contract with a 1-year option, somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30.
Okay.
He'll get about half of it guaranteed. So you're looking at $40, $50 million in guaranteed money, maybe even a little bit more. But he's not getting $35 to $40 million a year because you don't have to give it to him.
I think he gets more than that. I really do. 50 guaranteed. Like quarterbacks, it's slotted, guys. Like that's just what it is. Yes. Like it's slotted.
He threw 15 touchdown passes.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying, but like this is the way the league goes. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna keep hopping and keep going up the ladder.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna find a slot in there and slide right in and be like, hey, we'll pay you that.
It all kicks off Super Bowl Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.